the bike is finished, out on a maiden voyage to go do some testing. Look at this.
RevelatorAlf.
Away from the lights. Who's gonna win? Oh, the Vanders. Oh no. Oh, you let me down, but we're still going. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So this is the maiden voyage of the Rieju Marathon 125 ACSM project bike that I've just rebuilt. The purpose was to get it mechanically and electrically sound, ready for the road. So I've just got insurance and tax for it this morning. It's already got an MOT to the end of the year, so I am legal on the road. But now comes the road testing, as it were. Let's just see how I get on. Okay, I wanted to go that way. Okay, let me go this way. Right, so first of all, the engine is running pretty sweet. I can feel a bit of tapping going on. I think the valves need adjusting. Also, the speedo isn't quite right. That's why I've got my my phone there, just to check. And I think it's got a speed sensor on the back wheel, but you have to program it in here. And I've gone by the book this morning to program it, but I've got a feeling I might have got it wrong. Either that, or the speed sensor, or this unit itself isn't quite right. Anyway, so I've got that instead, so I know if I'm doing this right or wrong. Let's see how fast I can get on this. And this is a 50-mile-an-hour road. Will it get up to 50? I mean, it's a 125 for crying. You know, it should do. Eventually we'll get there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, listen to that Acropovic exhaust. Under braking, back brake is okay. Yeah, gotta say, front brake is still pulsating. So that video I made the other day talking about it could have been the calipers. I'll clean those calipers, replace the rubbers, or modify the rubbers on their shaft rubbers, because I think it was just not sliding properly. No, I've got a feeling it could indeed be that disc. I did another run out check on it this morning, and there does seem to be a very minor flat spot on it. So it could be the disc. I'm just wondering, is it this brake cylinder here, master cylinder? Could that indeed be the problem? Let us know in the comments what you think. I'm going to do a bit of research now, see if I can get a replacement front disc for this, and see how much it's going to cost me. Anyway, look, it's running sweet, but the whole point of this bike was to get it onto some dirt roads. Now, it's still in Supermoto mode. Okay, it's still in Supermoto mode, so it's got Supermoto wheels, which I really don't like, I've got to say. It's not really my kind of thing, but on the road it's fine. But even so, I'm going to try and take this on a couple of trails, and let's see how I go. Oh yeah, listen to the mighty roar. Now, I'm sure if you've got a lightweight 17-year-old on here, it will go a lot faster, but being as I'm a middle-aged overweight fella, probably going to take some time to get up there. But look, it's riding along. I've always said these bikes are just fun. Who cares how fast you go? I don't care, especially when you're out on the trails, you know, some back roads. Just go and have a bit of fun. And that's the whole point of this build, is just to get it back up to speed mechanically and electrically right, which I've done, apart from the brakes. Okay, apart from the brakes, I will definitely admit to that. I think the suspension will definitely need a tweak, but bear this in mind, I have said that this bike will be going for a full strip down in the winter, and that includes the engine. The engine will be a strip down because this third gear is still crunching. There's no way I can get a third gear on here. So it's either a fork slider or it's a dog or something like that that's completely foobarred on this. But anyway, that's for another project, I suppose, or an extension of this project. Right, let's I mean, it handles all right, I've got to say. You know, for this little bike, it's all right. I mean, I love these kind of riding positions anyway, you know, the wide sort of motocross handlebars and stuff. Like, you can see I'm what, 34 there, and that's 24, so that's not right, is it? That's definitely not right. Oh yeah. What a beautiful day to ride. Lovely. Can I hit 50 miles an hour? Can I hit 50 miles an hour? It wants to. It wants to. It's going to. We're going to do it. Yeah! Do you know what? Downhill, wind behind me, I think it'll go a lot faster. Would it get 60? Maybe. Oh, it's got 52! 53! Oh, right. Let's just take this for a little bit of a... I've got to get some back trails. I've got to find some trails. Let me just do it. Then I'll give you a little walk around on this bike as well. And then I'll tell you exactly what I've got planned for it too. Yoo-hoo! Right, let me go find some trails first. Now, one thing I will say about this bike, this exhaust, I've even got a decibel meter in it, and dBs, whatever you call them, and it's still too loud for me. I prefer my bike and my riding experience to be a lot more stealthier, especially when I'm going trail riding, because I really don't want people to know I'm there. So I suppose the logical way to do it would be to go and buy an electric bike, but there's no fun in that. No, I want a petrol bike. So at some point, if I decide to keep this bike, I may try and find an exhaust that is really, really quiet, but that's for another time. Out on the back roads where this bike belongs. Do you know what? You love it when a plan comes together. Yes, you know, the brakes still need attention, but this is what a maiden voyage is all about, isn't it? Discovering where the tweaks are required. Already this morning I had to tweak the clutch engagement. That wasn't quite right, so I had to reset that. I know the brakes, I've been having a go at those last couple of days, I say, but this is the first real time I've been able to get it on the road proper instead of just outside my house. And yeah, I can see it's not 100% still, but look, the bike itself, hey, it's workable. Right, now there's a trail coming up here. Let me go and have a look at this one, shall we? Oh, this is all new, right? Trails galore. Now, if you watch my channel, you probably see me ride my Harley up here, so it's not exactly, you know, taxing terrain. Ooh, what are they doing there? Nothing quiet. Right. On we go. Let's get up on the pegs, shall we? Like proper off-roaders do. Yeah. Look at that thing. It's all put back together. Yeah, still looks a bit ropey. Still looks like a bag of spanners, no doubt. You know, for me, that's what these bikes are supposed to be. Beautiful. Right. Let's go have a bit more fun, shall we? You know what? I know for virtually my adult life, I've always been on big bikes and I left all these smaller bikes behind. But I'm so glad I've got myself a small one again. Yeah, I miss them. I miss them. Let's go and find a trail, shall we? Da, 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 da. Yeah. Woohoo. Oh, up on the pegs. Here we go. See, this is what it's supposed to be. I come down here on my Harley because look, I can go anywhere on it. But look, do you know what? I mean, this just makes it so much easier and so much more fun. You can just throw it in, and guess what? If I come off and I drop it, I just pick it up with a finger. Well, maybe a little bit more than a finger, but you know what I mean. You're just having a bit of fun. Don't worry about it sliding all over the place. Just, you know. Oh yeah. Hey, you don't have to go fast either. Thing is, I'm missing that third gear. And a kind of the third gear is the sweet spot, really. That's where it is. Bit of a shame for the trails, but there we go. But that definitely needs to be fixed. I knew that. We know that, don't we? Slip slidey away. Woohoo! Do you know what? I'm going to go up here. No, I don't want to get my bike dirty. I've just finished putting it back together. There we go, look. Yeah! This is the way to do it. because it's got the high clearance, of course, well, you can just go over virtually anything. Go this way. Ooh, watch me head. Dum da dum. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Having some roots. Let the bike just bounce around beneath me. Nice. Alright, got a few dog walkers to contend with. Oh, should we go this way? Yeah, why not? Well, we'll do a U-turn and go and explore those other trails a little bit further down. What a shame that third gear is, you know, out of commish, really. Woohoo! We're having a lot of fun here, especially if you're just going to be pootling along a trail. You know, hey, who needs third, fourth and fifth gears, eh? That's the thing, it's so light, you can just change direction so quickly, so easily. You know, if it doesn't look quite right, you know, if I was on proper, you know, I'll be going right through that. But I'm still a little bit precious about my bike. Woohoo! Right, let's go this way. Let's go a different line. Up we get. Oh, easy. So easy. So much fun. And I suppose this one, you know, when I'm always talking about the difference between taking big bikes, big adventure bikes, whatever it is, off-road, and smaller bikes off-road. It's just, they're just so light, so easy, do you know? It's so easy, so much fun just to do it this way. For me, anyway. I know everybody's got a different opinion, but for me, yeah, let's get up on the pegs here. Whoop, whoop. Going through the whoops here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, look, the Rieju Marathon 125 ACSM is on the road. Tax insured this morning. MOT check until November. It's all road legal, can't believe it. So that is pretty much on the road and it's all working fine apart from those brakes, the front brakes especially, and of course that third gear, which I'm really finding to be the gear that I would need most for some trail riding. On the road, no, fine, I just go from second to fourth and it's not a problem, but off-road, yeah, definitely need that third gear, that sweet gear for me. But there we go, look, it is fixed. So the plan for this, of course, the engine needs to be split down in the winter and get all the gearbox sorted out, whether it's a fork slider or a dog, whatever it is. It could be something, I mean, it's definitely something is not right. But that engine's all coming apart, so then I'll be going through every single part of it and making sure that it's 100% right. This bike has only got just about 8,000 miles on it and it's been completely trashed before. The amount of work that I've had to do behind the scenes, off camera as it were, is just incredible. So I suppose, you know, when you're looking about getting an old bike, an old used bike, and even if it's really cheap, just bear in mind, you know, the amount of things that you're going to have to put right on it, and that will cost quite a bit of money, unless you're really lucky, of course, which I'm not. I mean, I've found some other things this morning. I think that brake disc is warped. I thought it could have been the brake caliper, I thought it could have been the master cylinder, but you know, I think it is. I did another run out test and I think it is slightly out. And it is kind of pulsing on that 1 per revolution, I think, but you know, it's hard to say really. But there we go, look, I'm gonna look for another disc, maybe a cheap disc, but say right now it's absolutely fine, it's no problem. But these are things, I suppose, you take it out for, you know, a first ride, a first proper ride, and then you kind of think, yeah, that's not quite right, yeah, that's not quite right. So yeah, definitely going to have a full back to frame strip down, and what at that point I'd say go through the engine, repaint the frame. Possibly later in the summer I'm going to take all the plastics off, paint those, put a decal kit on it. I've got some bling pieces coming on, I've got hand guards coming on, I've got new hand grips as well. I've got a heat shield
for the exhaust, which is missing on there, but I've got like an aftermarket one. So a couple of pieces to arrive. Oh yeah, gaiters to come on here. There we go. So fork gaiters as well. I've got a feeling that that suspension needs retweaking as well. Considering what else I've found on here, you get to the point you think, right, I'm not going to trust anything that somebody else has done to this bike now. That means you have to go through absolutely everything to make sure, and that's where I'm at really. But I say it's rideable, it's legal, it's safe. I'm the only one who's riding it, so it's absolutely fine. I know all its kind of idiosyncrasies, and I think that's important as well when you're kind of trying an old bike. If you're the only rider, you know all its little idiosyncrasies, you know where it's not quite as good, so you kind of work with that. But anyway, look, there we go. Anyway, I need to go and ride a few more trails down there. Let's go and have a bit of fun. Right, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, and there will be more videos coming soon. Any updates on this? Yeah, I'll let you know. But look at that. The Rieju Marathon 125, air-cooled Supermoto, and it's good on the road, and it's kind of good off-road as well, even though it's got road tyres. But there, yeah, it's gonna have fun. Ta-da!
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head, constantly